Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone around the world. Welcome back to another One Piece video featuring your boy, Rob Lucci. Get ready for a very, very spicy variant and take on this leader. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck in the format right now, because right now there's not a lot of decks in this format that I particularly enjoy in OP05 that are doing well. You know what I mean? Sakazuki, Katakuri, each their own. In any case, let's dive into this list and see what we got going on under the hood. For those of you that don't know, Rob Lucci did get a couple new cards, be it the Rebecca, and, of course, Rob Lucci himself, that enables this leader to do a lot of things that Sakazuki can do, besides bottom deck, unfortunately. But, with that being said, he still does a very, very good job into the Sakazuki matchup, in which in today's games, we are going to be focusing on Sakazuki matches entirely. That's what I'm hunting down, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna try my best, alright? But in any case, let's go ahead and break it down for you. We're running off with 3 Kuzans, 1 Kobe. It's simply the fact that the Kobe with the Rebecca can be recycled. You can play Kobe off the Rebecca effect for free to kill cards of 3 cost or lower, and then restand your leader, considering you killed something, which is really, really good, by discarding 2 cards from your hand. You have that option for you, right? Well, you also have the Kakus and stuff as well with the Rob Lucci that enables you to kill cards for free with their effect once it reaches a certain cost. That way you can restand with Rob Lucci as well. I generally have more use out of Kaku because he seems to be more I don't want to say like, yeah, I guess reliable would be the word, because he's a 3 cost or less, whereas Rob Lucci is a 2 cards for 2 and then 1 or less, you know what I mean? He's pretty good. But in a sense, I generally get this effect off more frequently than I would with the Rob Lucci. When I activate Rob Lucci, I'm killing 1 thing on board normally. And sometimes you have a really, really cool interaction with this thing called Air Door. Air Door in this variant, considering we're playing a lot of CP9 package here, you will rarely ever whiff with Air Door in this build variant. There'll be times when you do, but 9 out of 10 you will hit something. And there'll be certain situations where you can soap sheep, right? Minus the Dawn, or minus the cost of 2 of your opponent's characters, right? 2 of them by -2, which is really, really huge. If, for whatever reason, you already have Ends Lobby in play, this is not searchable, by the way. You have to get it off trigger or draw into it or mulligan. Now, hypothetically, let's say you have Ends Lobby in play, you -2 on something, you drop a soap sheep, and then you go in Air Door. You play Rob Lucci off the Air Door. You're killing 2 cards for the price of 4. You know, the same you would with Rob Lucci. But who's to say you didn't have this in hand? You pop the Air Door down. It's so cool, man. The interaction is really, really neat. But in any case, Rob Lucci with Soap Sheep and/or Greater Eruption and/or Ends Lobby, that enables Rob Lucci to just keep going off. It's very, very good in that regard. Of course, the Kuzan also helps you, but in the Sakazuki matchup, this rarely ever sticks on the board. If he does, they are in for a very, very rough time. Maybe at least 1 or 2 turns, but you know. Now, we are taking 2 6Ks and then 1 7K vanilla. These are simply just targets that you can get off of Air Door for free as well, and allows you to ramp up essentially, especially in your turn 4, or sorry, your second turn when you have 4 Dawn and you hit this. This is pretty huge. If you hit this, it's still pretty huge at the end of the day, because it gives Sakazuki another target they have to contend with. And so far within my testing, my play testing, whatever you want to call it, and so far playing against Sakazuki, it feels like you need to meet their bodies, because you both are doing the exact same thing. And I feel like whoever gets the cards on board to stick wins the matchup. That's how it's been working for me right now. Because at the end of the day, man, if you pop something with Rob Lucci, they'll play their Rob Lucci, and they'll pop yours, and/or they'll bottom deck yours, Great Eruption it. They'll kill it one way or the other, and then play it on a card. And you have to do the same. So I feel like being able to play a card each and every turn and kill something is very, very good. And I think Air Door also helps you enable that. And then we are running with 2 Sabos and 2 Fukurus. I am tempted to up to 3 for Sabo, but I feel like that would hurt the deck a little bit in consistency, especially when it comes to Spandam and Air Door. I don't want to go that deep, but I'm interested in the idea of going at least 3 or 4 Sabos and seeing how it goes. I'd have to cut back on something else here, but that's for future testing. In any case, these 2 cards enable you to do so much in the format, especially just like Borsellino. This can't be KO'd by card effects. This allows all your units not to be KO'd by card effects. And no other deck in the format does bottom decking besides blue right now. So these are generally safe. You know what I mean? And Sabo allows you to also protect all of your other stuff, which makes Sakazuki have a harder time, especially if you're killing cards and then playing other cards on top of that. You know what I mean? But in any case, hopefully you guys will enjoy this build. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think about it. We are going to dive into Sakazuki matchups. We're going to try our best. This has been Pawseplays. Now, before we dive into today's video, I do want to reach out and talk to you guys about a sponsor here, in which One Piece fans reached out and wanted to know if I wanted to do a little collab. And of course, I couldn't say no, because at the end of the day, we all love One Piece. And if you guys are interested in apparel, bomber jackets, hoodies, sweatpants, tanks, boxers, socks, I don't know, man, cell phone cases, backpacks, figurines, all that sort of thing, this is a very, very nice place to come and check some stuff out. And what really stood out to me, which I'm a sucker for, dude, I love figurines. No matter what, the statues, whatever you want to call it, I have so many of these from different animes. But how cute is this, man? Luffy on a pillow, which is also like a nightlight. It's so fire. You got Zoro on a 4-clover leaf. You got Brook, who's on a music note, asleep, by the way, which it's so cool, man. But other than that, you have yourself your little clothing here with your sweatshirts, your sweatpants, your varsity bomber jackets. Yeah, bomber jackets, that's right. You got your Law, your Uta. You got Frankie, you got Wano Luffy, Zoro from Wano as well. Dude, I am so excited for this. Let alone, next month they're going to have a lot more stuff as well, so stay tuned for that. There's rugs, puzzles, nightlights, all that sort of thing here. Rugs are coming, which I'm very excited for. You got your Devil Fruits and Wanted posters. Let me show you something that's really, really unique, which I haven't really found anywhere else. I've seen Pokemon versions of advent calendars. We all have, let's be honest. But when it comes to One Piece, this is something I'm a sucker for. And for those of you out there that collect figurines and all that sort of thing, to be able to just open one of these individual boxes or doors each and every day to get a figurine, that's really cool. I mean, unfortunately, I can't wait. I kind of just break into it, but you know, each their own. But either way, here's some of the figurines that you can get inside the box, in which we will be doing a box opening here soon, so I can show you guys in real time as well. But I'm super excited for this. For those of you out there who are interested, there's a link down in the description below. But either way, without further ado, let's dive into some games here. See y'all in the split second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Diving into game number 1. Coming at you guys with some Rob Lucci, playing against Enel here. Yes, I did say Sakazuki. Don't worry, we'll find some Sakazuki games. It's fine. But at the end of the day, you still got to play against some of the other top leaders here in the format, be it Enel. Because Yellow is pretty good right now, especially versing Rob Lucci, pretty much, you know. Hopefully, this won't be too bad. Due to the fact that we can get them down to 1 life and then double tap them, and Enel goes off, the healing effect, and then Yamato comes down next turn. There's a lot of scenarios that Lucci just is not good and or favored in this matchup. We'll see how it goes. We do get our first attack off here, which is alright, and we actually get to drop down Enel's lobby, which is very, very solid here. I do like this card. Like I said before, I do think this card is really good. But you can't search it. You can get it off the trigger, get it in your opening hand, mulligan for it. That's about it. But when you do get it, it's free -2 cost for whatever, man. It's really good. 6k. We'll take the hit. We do need to get some trash down here, but generally I do like to guard out in the early game. We can't play Rob Lucci here either with nothing in garbage. Let me go ahead and drop this and that. That way we can fuel 2 cards in trash. Alright, so he gets Holly on board, Shirioshi. We might be pretty good. Let's see here. 2 in trash. I think we do this. We go 6k for leader, and then we do air door. I know it sounds wild, but we have quite a huge chance of hitting either a Rob Lucci Or a Kaku. Nice. Air Door will give me enough cards to pop either or of these for Rob Lucci or Kaku here. I think we're just going to opt to take the Kaku, because Rob Lucci's not going to be able to get both targets here. They both have the same power, so we're just going to take the Kaku here. And then force back 2 cards. Normally I like to do like Sheeps and Air Doors in the events and all that sort of thing, because Rebecca can get back a lot of these. We're not going to stand up. So now we have a 6k body on board that we developed. Hopefully he doesn't have a Gedetsu. If he does, it sucks for us. But if he doesn't, and Kaku stays on the board for a turn, looking at some serious damage next time around, but we'll see what goes on. Alright, 7k. We take this hit. Sweet. 2k counters. Love to see him. Another Holly. He did all that and developed just 1 Holly. Weird. I'm not sure why he decided to go 7. I probably would just hit for 5, but so we can activate Lobby here. And then we'll just kill the Holly as well with possibly Rob Lucci. Actually, no. We're going to play Kuzan. Because Holly's not really a threat right now. Now it's an issue, but we're still going to play Kuzan down. As long as he doesn't have a Gedetsu, or I guess a Thunderbolt, we should be alright. We opted not to attack with Kaku, simply because I didn't want him to just clap back and kill it instantly. We have 5 in trash. Let's go ahead and drop this here. Oh, and an L. Okay. We'll take this hit. Another 2k counter, which is really, really good here. In case he decides to attack with the other 2, we can block out. Not sure why he decided not to. Maybe he didn't want to give me cards. I think that was a weird play, but okay. We definitely do this. We can go with the Holly here. And then we can play down Suru. Right? Yeah, we can do Suru as well. Smack with Kuzan. Go -4 in Satori. Now we have options to drop Rob Lucci. And we have restands here. 8k. I need at least 4k counter from you. Or take the damage. Alright, guess he decided to just give up. Let's see what he's got going on here. He's got 1k counter in trash, or not trash, sorry, life. He's got 3k in hands. This attack will guarantee go through. He pulls out another k from trash, or from life over there. There's 4k counter left in hands. Yeah, I think we got this game right here either way. Oh well. Let's go into another one. It seems Spandam decides to escape me again. I find this very difficult to actually start out with a searcher here with Rob Lucci. I don't know if it's my ratios. I don't know if I'm just super unlucky. But I feel like almost every game, I either have to mulligan for him, or I get like double of him in hand. Or none. But it'll work out. It'll be fine. We got an air door here for a following turn, if need be. Let's get a 5k in. Let's play it on a blocker and pass turn. That way, if he decides to, I guess, bottom deck it, I'm cool with that. Not really, but what are you going to do? 2 Hinas in trash. 4 Dawn active. I guess he could attack into me and then bottom deck and give brand new the power boost from Hound Blaze. That might be what he's about to do. I guess we take this hit, right? Because air door can fuel the trash for me. I don't really need to pitch my 2Ks. Oh, feels bad. Feels real bad. You want to talk about it? It happens, man. It happens. It's fine. I think Fukuru is one of those cards in which you don't see that often anymore. And like when you do it, it's like, oh crap, I forgot he does that. Yeah, he's still a thing. He's still out here. All right, let's see. We're going to have to get rid of Rob Lucci here, regardless of how we play this. I think if we put the Dawn on myself, it'd be a bad idea. I think we want a Greater Eruption and then go for an Air Door in hopes we can get Rob Lucci off the stack. That'd be awesome. Or we can not draw any of these and then play Kaku. No, we can't play Kaku. Actually, yeah, we can't do that. We can find... Oh, this will work. I guess we take the Kaku and then we kill the brand new. That's all we can do in this scenario. I will not restand. It's not worth it at this moment in time. But it's cool because the Air Door allows you to get cards that go in the trash to pop off for Kaku and Rob Lucci in the same turn, which is pretty awesome. One of the coolest plays is like dropping a Soap Sheep and then Air Dooring into a Rob Lucci and killing 2 units on board. Like, that is just so awesome. I have to deal with this Sabo. I will tell you, Sabo is probably the most difficult card for Rob Lucci to get around in order to get the double attack off or use any of your effects. You just can't at that point. So you don't bottom deck anything, unfortunately. So it kind of just like stalls you out for the whole turn. Like, we have the means right now to kill both with Soap Sheep, Suzuru, and then a Kaku here, essentially. We're going to clean board here. There's no point of attacking leader. I don't want to give him more cards. I'd just rather get rid of the cards that he has on board here. If he wants to block, that'd be great. Then I'll just go 9 again with Rob Lucci. Now we just do it again. If he blocks, we'll restand and then kill Lucci again. I think there's no other choice here. Downside is there's a lot of good cards here in hand. So we'll just do that. Get the kill. Nice. 5 cards left in hand. Which it always feels good for anybody playing against Sakazuki when you see that their hand size is like, you know, not that great, right? But when they have a book over there, they can do everything at the end of the day. Less cards means less ability to remove yours, if that makes sense. That's the way I look at it. Gonna bottom deck this too, or what? Yep. 2 cards left in hand. He had 5, now he's at 2. I'll take that, man. I'm cool with it. Let me get some cards. Thank you. Okay, so we can kill this. I'd be trading a Soap Sheep and then a Kaku for it, which is unfortunate. Because normally I like to save the Soap Sheep for the Rob Lucci combo, but let's just do it this way. We go 7. Okay, nice. I don't think we're gonna restand here though. I'd lose way too much here if we did do that. Let's get the Soap Sheet back in. The Spandem will be fine, and then it is what it is. No restand. We'll pass. Apparently I miscounted Dawn there. I probably should have attached 1 more Dawn to myself before we smacked. But it's all good. So what does he do here? He has to remove Kaku. And I think that's what he's about to do here. So he has to swing with leader. -1 here. And then he'll have to bottom deck me with Hound Blaze. Which it feels bad because it's backwards. But that's the only way he's going to be able to remove me. Unless he just drops Rob Lucci here to kill me. Ooh, actually, do we still have the 3-cost blocker in trash? I don't remember. We do. And it comes to the board active, by the way, which is really good. Oh, Kuzan. Okay. Houndblaze? I bet he top decked that too. That sucks. Alright. So we have 6k counter in hand. I cannot kill anything here with Lucci unless I play down one of my counters on board, which will leave me vulnerable. I just think that's might be worth it in this scenario. We have to get rid of this Kuzan. We'll go 7 just in case. He does have 2 cards in hand. I don't think he'll block this. This might be a little bit greedy of me. I probably should have killed the Tashigi, but we'll see. So I can always run our blocker into the Tashigi if all else fails. So I have to take it. So that kind of sucks. Alright, we have to do plan B. We'll have to drop Tashigi on board. And then Rob Lucci. I will be popping the Kuzan. I don't think we can allow Tashigi to live a turn on board. For what it can do. Let's do this. Air door is fine. Let's do that. That'll work. We'll kill this. I can't kill that because that's a 3. I don't think we leader effect. As much as I want to, I don't think we do that. Let's try this instead. Got counter power? He does. Cool. We'll pass. I'm okay with that though. I think that's pretty good. Even if he has at least one blocker here, which he does, we should be able to get around this with our leader effect. I think we have to take this hit. Because my guess is, considering he has a Dawn under Tashigi, he's probably going to try to kill our Tashigi here. Which I need her in order to probably pop other cards on board. I think we might have to just let it go, man. Houndblaze kind of came out of nowhere. Threw me off guard a little bit. I was cool with giving away 2 2k counters to keep it alive, but in that case, you won't be able to. I do think we have game here, though. Yeah, we actually have game here. I guess actually it doesn't really matter on which way we do the attack. Let's go 8. Should be a guaranteed damage here. And then we'll just go the rest on leader here. Not bad, though. He played well. I'll give it to him. He played well. Let's go 5. Go 10k. Actually, that still wouldn't have been enough. I think we were fine. Never mind. Discard 2 cards. 10k again. And then we'll dive into another game here. Yeah, that was pretty good. He played really, really well. Not gonna lie. Alright guys, here we go. Playing against another Sakazuki here. In hopes this one will be a little bit better. We actually did get Spandam off the rip, so I can't really complain too much now. Like I said, this card has been eluding me. I either get it in the opening hand, have to mulligan, and then not get it that way as well, or I get multiples. It's just one of the 3, I feel like. Just my luck has been like this today. We do get an air door and double Rob Lucci here, so it's actually pretty good in the early game. We have an opportunity of doing 2 attacks here. I think we'll just do the first one for 7k and then just play down another Spandam. I want to be able to have my searches and make sure I have trash for Rob Lucci. Or if he's debating on like Ice Aging or something. Or Shockwave. Yeah, Shockwave. I haven't seen that card in forever. Take this. I would have taken the Great Eruption if I was able to. But, you know, alas, it's a Navy card. What are you going to do? So we get the air door. That might be huge next turn, depending on what it can be. I'm here for 5. I think we should take this hit. Ooh, yes, please. I cannot stress how good this card is. I'm trying to tell you, it is so strong. Or sorry, I might try experimenting with this. Obviously, Marineford. You know what I mean. Let's see here. Because Marineford has a similar effect to it. Let's go. Could minus a Kuzan with Ends Lobby, right? By 2. So I cannot allow Kuzan to live here on board, otherwise he just starts decimating everything I have down here. Let's go 6. Let me get the 2k at least. Alright, so we get the 2k out of that. Let's tap this. Let's go air door. Love to see it. I know that was risky. That's the whole thing of air door. I could have got that or a Kaku. It's pretty cool that we actually decided to get a Rob Lucci from that for free. Now we can have 2 more in our hand, which he has no idea about, which is great. Let's kill this one with Lucci. I could restand here, but there's not really a point. He's at 3 life right now with a lot of cards in hand. Essentially, I would just discard 2 and he just drop a 2k. Definitely not worth it. Sitting on 6 Dawn right now. You know he's gonna drop Rob Lucci. Okay, he's attacking me for 5. He's gonna minus Rob Lucci here. So he'll be at a 3. Wait, what? Why'd you do that, though? I am so confused. I'm gonna assume that was a misclick or I'm missing something. Okay, Rebecca gets the Hina. Alright. Hound blazes that. I don't know. Maybe that was his best choice of action. It seems a little weird to me. It might be worth blocking here. If I drop both of these, there's no real reason for me to keep them in hand, but I think it might be better just to keep them and take the hit so I can discard them later for Rob Lucci effect. There's no way we play them down safely now at this point in the game. Okay. How do we do this? Lucci and or Kobe has to come down here. Got Ends Lobby. Let's go 5. Get the 2k at least. Actually, he gave me Rebecca. Okay, cool. We'll take it. No effect yet. Well, Ends Lobby on the Hina. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, that might be a misplay. Because this is assuming he doesn't have another Rebecca in hand. If he does, consider we kill the Hina, he'll just bring it back, play down the Hina. Minus the Rob Lucci. Play down his own Rob Lucci and then kill the rest of my units on board. But let's hope he doesn't have a Rebecca. He probably has one, let's be honest. Alright. Leader effect. Alright, he's going 6k at life, right? Nope. 6k at Spandam. Why, though? Alright, you can have it. Rob Lucci's now 3 cost. He's got 5 Dawn active, Greater Eruption, and now he drops Rob Lucci, right? Good job, buddy. So he kills both my units. He develops another body on board that we have to contend with here. Which isn't really much of a problem. Except for the fact that I can't kill both on this turn. Unless I drop Greater Eruption. Now we have to drop Rob Lucci here. Gives us 4 Dawn left. So we have the potential to get back another Rob Lucci in the trash with Rebecca. Alright, this will work out. Let's go 5. Decides the 2k out. Let's put back a Greater Eruption and I guess a Suru. And a Spandam. Alright, so we kill both of these. I could restand here. It might be worth to restand. Get rid of both of these guys. Get the restand off. Go for another 5. 5 is fine. Because we already got rid of 1 2k. We have another. Thank you. What a good guy. Take the Lucci back here. Then we'll pass turn. So now we also have Kobe, and Kobe will enable me to kill something else on board to restand Rob Lucci and go for game. Unless he drops like double Borsalinos or something like that. Alright, so he pitched a red rock for leader effect. So he's going 8 at me here. Ooh. I guess we would just block, right? He's got 7 Dawn left, so that means he's going to Borsalino here. I feel like that play in general is kind of telegraphed. He's going to Borsalino my Rob Lucci. Yep. We get a sheep here, so that's really, really good. Every time I feel like I record, the dog always has to do that. I apologize. So we do Ends Lobby. We sheep. Do a sheep. Probably should have attacked the leader first. That was probably the smart move, but I didn't really plan on restanding. Especially when we have a Sabo here that we can play down. Gives me a 2k, we can play down a Sabo here. Get rid of our Kuzan, at the very least. It's probably better for Kuzan, right? There's no way we get rid of the Blue No, because he has the counter power. And then Sabo should prevent him from killing any of my units right now, unless he's got more Hound Blazes or 3,000 Worlds. If not, Sabo counter. Pretty good. Alright, so he plays himself down to Sabo. And I assume he has no other blockers here, unless he draws it off of Sabo here. Otherwise, probably was smarter for him to play them down first. We can still go through the Sabo with our leader and restand here if we need to. He's definitely going to be going for face. More so than trying to get rid of my units here, I think. Block here with Rebecca. He did -1 to our Kobe. You're going to Hound Blaze me or something? That's a little backward. Probably should have played that first. Okay. I guess it didn't really matter there because you couldn't attack with Sabo there anyway. But, yeah. If he had that 3 Dawn, I'm not sure what else he could have done with that instead of using it to attack, attach the leader. Instead, he could have dropped Hound Blaze. 3 Dawn would have potentially got him a, what? Nothing? I don't think they play anything with 3 Dawn. I guess he could play the Mancherry if he had that, but maybe not. I just don't know if attacking with our blocker right now is a good idea. I can go 8k, and that'll probably get in. Unless he has 2 2k counters in hand. So now this way, if he attacks or blocks with his Sabo, he has to drop 3k counter to protect it. So this attack should go through. Nice. 1 life left. It might be smart just to drop a Blue No. Hold on, let me see what we got here. So the next page. Okay. Another Rebecca. If we drop Blue No, we're playing it safe for this turn. The Sabo bought him 1 turn of stall because I cannot pop it with that effect. That's the downside. I think we'll pass here. And unfortunately, we have 1 Dawn open, which I probably should have just attached to leader, so I didn't count really well. It's my bad. We have 2 blockers now on board. I think we have to counter out of this. Otherwise, he just attaches all Dawn and Sabo and goes for face. And then we lose our Sabo in the process. Or our Blue No in the process. But we're going to take the damage here. We do have 2 blockers on board. And they don't run any rushers, so... Oh, okay. 10 cost Kuzan. That right there probably just sealed me the game. Thank you. In hopes he didn't have any better plays, but I'm pretty sure we just won the game right off that. Let's -2 to Sabo, I have the potential to kill him with our Rob Lucci and Suru. So that's 5 Dawn left over. It might be smarter to just go 8k with Bluno. Let's go 9 here. I think this attack should be guaranteed. There's no way he's got enough counters right now. 7, 8, 9. I need 4k from him. Or sorry, 5k from him. It's 2 2ks and then a 1k, which I don't think he's got. Uh-oh. Whole hand? Whole hand, boys. Let's go. Alright, this is perfect. If he lets this go through, he loses. Because at this point, we just Rob Lucci and kill the Sabo and attack for game with leader. So there's no shot that this attack goes through. He's got to see this coming. Because if he blocks with Sabo, this attack's irrelevant. Me restanding is irrelevant this turn. If that's the case. So let me go ahead and kill the Sabo. That's fine. Pop this. And then we'll restand myself. I think that's it, boys and girls. Now we go 7 with Bluno. This attack can't be blocked. Free damage. Then 9. That's it. It's pretty good. Well played, bud. It was definitely really good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. That'll be the end of the video here with Rob Lucci. I had a lot of fun with this leader. Especially considering I do think he has a lot of new options, be it the Rebecca package with Rob Lucci, Rebecca, Kobe. It's the fact that she can just cycle these units back and forth and giving you a lot of value to trigger your leader ability, let alone Kaku as well. And with the air door. Beforehand, air door was a hit or miss option for this deck. You were either running a lot of CP9 cards or just going Navy or doing both searchers with Spandam and brand new. Now you have the opportunity to just run pure air door with a little bit more consistency, considering now air door can pull out Rob Lucci and pull out Kaku to give you both chances to pop something on your opponent's board and restand your leader, which is very, very good in the early game and late game, especially when you go in for game there with 10k on your leader. Kuzan, I think, is a staple for this build setup here, because this card enables you to do so many things and pop so many cards. Because you got to keep in mind, we do not run with Ice Age. Ice Age is a -5, whereas Kuzan is a -4. But you could run Ice Age in here, and you would probably take out Soap Sheep, give or take. But at the end of the day, with the way the format has been going, you're probably going to run into a lot of Enels, Sakazukis, and both Luffy variants. I'll tell you that Luffy probably gives this deck the hardest time, considering all the big bodies. Again, we don't run Ice Age. So, with that said, Rob Lucci, Kaku have a harder time of dealing with those 10-drop Luffys and or the 9-drop Edward Newgate, the 9-drop Kaidos. With Sakazuki, you can beat the matchup. It's not necessarily super difficult. Basically, whoever sticks that body on board first and doesn't have the resources to pop the next one is kind of how I feel the game goes most of the time. And Nell's a little bit difficult, especially if they get down to that 1 life and they pop down that Yamato, right? And they heal up. And then the following turn, you can't go through their bodies and Nell's leader ability again at the same time. It's just probably not going to happen. But overall, I've had a lot of fun with this deck. I don't see this topping a World Championships or a regional right now in this format. But your locals, of course, you can actually hit that top spot in locals. This deck is still rogue, but it's still very, very good. Overall, this has been Pawseplays. Remember to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for future content for all things One Piece. And I will catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there. I'll see y'all later.